So how does one actually go about getting a divorce? Okay, that's in England and Wales. What does it look like? What does the process look like? In this video, we're going to have a look at 8 steps, rapid fire in the divorce process. We're going to look at fees. We're going to look at a couple of things that catch people out towards the end as well. Before we get into that, let's look at what changed. So since April 2022, we had the introduction of no-fault divorce law. So what that means is you no longer need blame, no adultery, no unreasonable behavior. You simply confirm that the marriage has broken down irretrievably. All right, your spouse cannot contest it like they used to. There are a few narrow instances, technicalities like jurisdiction, for example, but for the most part not. Okay, the process is going to take a minimum of about 6 to 8 months, but it is a lot more straightforward than most people actually expect it to be. In order to apply, you need to make sure that you have been married for at least a year. Your marriage needs to be recognized in the UK, right? So if you were married abroad, you need to be domiciled, or one of you has to be domiciled here or be a resident for at least a year. And then finally, you can do a sole or a joint application. Joint signals agreement, and it feels a lot less confrontational. But a sole application will make sense if your spouse is unresponsive or communication has broken down. Let's look at the 8 steps. So first up, get your original marriage certificate. If you've lost it, get a certified copy, okay? And you need both of your details in full. Step 2, you apply online at the .gov.uk, or you can apply by post. You will pay a court fee of £628. That is as of July 2026. In certain circumstances, you can get help with your court fee. So if you're on low income or you're on certain benefits, you can look into that. I will link it in the bio below so you can see if you are eligible. Okay. Step 3, the court's going to check the application, issue it, and they're going to give you a case number, right? Step 4 is acknowledgement of service, they call it. So your spouse has 14 days to respond. This is usually when you're doing a sole application. Step 5 is the 20-week reflection period. So this is the longest stage of the process. It is non-negotiable. There are no shortcuts. You will have to wait that 20 days. That will then roll into step 6. You can apply for the conditional order. This is formally known as the decree nisi. And you wait 6 weeks and 1 day. I know that 1 day seems very random, but it's essential. That is your step 7. And then step 8, you can apply for the final order. And that is where the marriage legally ends. Okay. Keep the certificate safe. You're going to need that if you remarry. And then finally, the things that people miss at the end of the process. Okay. Remember that divorce ends the marriage. It does not end your financial ties. So without a financial consent order that has been approved by the court, either of you can make a claim in years to come. So make sure that you take note of that. That is a hurdle that we come across time and time again. The 20-week waiting period being the longest part of the divorce, that is the ideal window for you to sort out your finances, your child arrangements, go through mediation rather than court. It's going to be far more amicable. And then also recognize where a DIY divorce is fine. Do you have a simple agreement, a clean break? So you have one property, there are no pensions, etc., etc. And then also recognize when you need to get help. So if you have complex assets and you have business interests and you have in-depth pensions and spousal maintenance and you're contesting child arrangements, you cannot get a simple divorce through that process. So don't look at a cheapy option for that. Make sure that you get the legal advice that you need. Consider delaying your final order until these matters are resolved. Okay. You are going to be okay. I know there's a lot. If you have questions, please book a free 15-minute call with our business support team, and we can go through all your questions with you. I'm going to link our guide below, and that will give you a lot more detail on what we've discussed, but I hope this gives you a good place to start. Best of luck.